What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So today, as you can see, it is raining. Not much riding is going to be done today. So the 690 is here, and actually, I'll show you guys, I installed my bark busters that I had laying around. Perfect that I already have the orange, this is the VPS bark busters. So I already have the orange guards here, so it matches the bike perfectly. So that's the first mod that I did. So the next set would be throttle spacers by Ducati Spacers, and an Amazon headlight LED. We'll see how this. I don't have any experience with this, so we're gonna install it and see what it looks like. Also, another eBay heel guards. So I got these specifically because you can. The other way, the other one. We got this specifically because you can tie down soft luggage, because you never know when you need it. So it's kind of handy. Also, it's metal compared to the plastic. Might be more protective. Just, also it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice looking. So we'll add that, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Those three things, kind of assortment of parts. Nothing crazy yet. I do have LEDs, but I'm waiting on the tail tidy to come in, so I can do that together. So we'll open the headlight area twice. So all right, let's just get started. I'm gonna start with the throttle spacer. I think it's just gonna be these screws. Should be easy. Phillips head screws, and we crack this open and we install the spacer in. All right, so we have the casing open for the throttle. It's really simple. As you can see, there is a cam right there. That's where you have to put the spacer. That's where the play is, you see? So I cracked open the spacer here. You get two from the packaging, Ducati Spacers. It's kind of nice. I misspoke earlier. This is actually a T25 Torx, so it's not Phillips. So there's that. I just dropped it. I might need two hands for this, so I'm gonna put the camera down, the phone down, and put this on and seal it back up. Okay, so now we have it all closed out and no more play. See? So this is like not really significant. It's more of a preference. So I started to have this preference when I was riding my 701. Well, I guess aggressive, kind of spirited riding. It's just, it takes there's like a slack, so when you're trying to get back on the throttle, there's a slack. And I start to apply that to all the motorcycles I've had since. It's like, oh, it's kind of annoying. And then ever since I discovered, throttle spacers, specifically from Ducati Spacers, it's the first one I've seen. It's just, this kind of stuff is now like an automatic mod for me for every bike. Lately, it seems like they've been doing this for every motorcycle now, or maybe I just never noticed until, recently. And it improves the feel of the motorcycle, in my opinion. So, wow, it's coming down really hard. All right, so we'll move on to the headlight. This headlight, on my 701 before, I melted the lens because this is, these hot bulbs. I was lazy, I didn't unplug the headlight, and I taped my headlight during the track day. So it kind of contained the heat, and then it kind of warped this lens plastic. I think the 701, this one seems like it's, I don't know, glass, or maybe it's plastic. But the 701 I had before seems like it's softer, or maybe because I melted it. So with the LED, I think that should solve that problem. So I mean, I should have just disconnected the headlight to begin with, but I didn't know that. So we're gonna tackle that. I think it's just these screws on the side and the adjustment screw underneath. So I'm gonna try to remove that and see what's behind there. All right, so I turned off the light. I just want to see. Might as well get a before and after comparison of the light output. I mean, we already know it's not much. Headlight, high beam, low beam is yellow, won't really do much. And, out there, especially when it's like that. So hopefully the LED will be much nicer. Right now this is high beam, low beam. All right, let's disconnect it and see what the difference is. Okay, so everything everything on this bike is super easy. Kind of one of the reasons why I chose this bike for right now. And see, the headlight just pops out. It's 3 screws. Everything is just so easy. Like 3 screws, one here, one there, and the adjustment level screw down there, and it's right here. And we're gonna compare it to the aftermarket headlight. See if the wiring is easy to do, but it's a little bit heavier, of course, because you have this giant heat sink on the back, and apparently it should be plug and play because they had all these wiring already on it, braided, kind of nice. So I'm gonna fit this in to the plastic. So one thing I wanna, I'm playing around in, because orange, right? So like I mentioned on the first video, I'm not really an orange guy. I appreciate the look of this color scheme, but I think later on down the line, I might change the plastics to something black. So, but yeah, here's the comparison. Much lighter compared to the new one, a little bit more dense. So let's put that on. All right, guys. So I did a lot of stuff off camera because screwing this on is easy. It's just that it's using different screws now, and you have to balance it with it's just finagling. So here's what it looks like. Looks really cool. It would be cool if the whole fairing was black, but we'll work with what we have right now. But here it is. So you have a daytime running light on the sides. Really cool. So what happens is you have wiring. It's not matching the KTM wiring. So if you're gonna buy this one, I'm gonna link this headlight in the description of this video. But if you're into this, once you see it running, this is the proper wiring position to mount to the stock wiring harness of the KTM the motorcycle. As you can see, it's really easy because you can just unpin the pins from the housing and just kind of insert it the correct way. So you can see the latch up there for reference. So it's the brown and then the black and then the blue and then the white. So just copy this if you're buying this headlight. They give you a spare harness that's disassembled, but I don't want to just add another piece of wiring in there because it's crammed as it is. So I just kind of unpinned the existing harness of the headlight and just repositioned it. So we're gonna install it now. See if I can do this one-handed. So it just connects to the stock wiring harness here, like that. So make sure your pins are locked so it doesn't pull away while you're riding. So I'm just gonna set it aside right here. So that's what it looks like. I'm gonna bolt it on. We're gonna turn it on first. We'll turn off the light just to see what the light output looks like. So that's what it looks like. Low beam right there, and then the high beam, it just adds a little bit, but it's definitely much brighter. So you can see there, it's definitely much nicer and brighter. So it looks really cool too. It looks like more of a modern bike. So there it is. We're gonna move on to the last part of this video, which is the heel tie down kind of guards. So I'm gonna turn on the lights again. I gotta confess that playing around with the wiring, I blew a couple fuses in there. So good thing I have spare fuses. If you guys are interested in that kit, you guys can find these on Amazon quickly. But if you're interested in this one, this has both mini, the small one, and the large fuses. I'll link that too, I guess. And yeah, so we'll move on to the heel guards, and I'll clean this up. All right, so we just went ahead and removed the heel guard. It's plastic. It's really held on by short screws. You can put your passenger pegs, I guess, and use it as a tie down. But this one just looks cooler, so I'm just gonna do this for now. Let's wipe it down. So it just goes in like this, and they provide you with a screw and a washer. Let me just see. Screw in a washer. I guess the washer goes in between this, probably. They give you a washer, but it doesn't fit inside the notch. Yeah, so I think the screw goes in like that, and then the washer goes to the back. We're gonna give it a shot, see what it looks like. Yep, so it does definitely look much better. I think NiceCNC, they make a lot of stuff on Amazon. I saw, not sponsored at all, but I've seen they make like all sorts of stuff for this bike. So see, now you have a nice tie down strap here. You can tie down here. You can get your luggage down this way. But also, for the most part, it's really just to, when you hit your heel, this thing is like soft plastic. It's just plastic. So it will work, but you're going to scuff it up really easily. So on track, if you're kicking this with your boot, it's kind of much nicer too, in my mind anyway. So you got the spacer on the back, just to space it out a little bit from the swing arm. Perfect fitment. It's kind of nice. Pretty nice. So I'm going to finish up the next side, and then I'll give you guys an overview of what we did. Alright guys, so I have to point out that the screw provided with this company, NiceCNC, it's pretty long. So what happens is it's kind of cutting too close to when it goes through. For my comfort, I don't like it almost touching the swing arm. So you could use the the OEM bolts here. It fits nicely on the recess of the this piece. So the heel guard. So it's kind of it works. So I also still use the washer. So you could not use the washer, but you know, to give it more bite into the thread, but it's really thin washer. I just used it anyway just to space it out so no two metals are vibrating into each other. So I'm gonna just do it this way because that's kind of like the quirk of this part, I suppose. So good thing I recorded it so that someone's looking into this will be aware. So like I said, not a sponsored product, so I'm trying everything out that I think are cool on Amazon. So this is one of them. So you know, not everything's perfect. You could just grind out these if you like these bolts better. You can just grind them out, but it's beneficial to use the stock bolts because your toolkit has, you know, accommodations for everything on this bike. So that's actually one motivation there to use the stock bolts. So we're pretty much done. There's not much to do. As you can see here, I installed the heel guards in black, installed the headlights. I did not change the turn signals yet. I do have them. It's just that I'm waiting for the fender eliminator because I don't want to crack open the fender and then, you know, change it and crack it open again just to change the fender. It's like I want to work on it one time, and accessing the front headlight turn signal is very easy anyway. So I'll tackle both of those together with the turn signals when my fender eliminator arrives. So overall, this is the first step of the mods. So I'm not sure. For sure, I'm gonna do the power mods, you know, in the months to come. It's just that right now I'm doing the accessories and the small bits here and there, because the next one is it's obvious. You know, I did it already with the 701. Seems like it's gonna be a redundant video, but I want to do it for this bike because it needs it. It's gonna be the full Rottweiler kit and everything. So, but at least this one's a little bit different, because this is this is a new headlight that I installed. It's kind of nice. It's really nice. I like it. I like the look. All right. Once again, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, I'll link as much of the stuff that I used here in the description if you guys are interested in any of that. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.